The Real Animals Fishing Show, Tip of the Week, is brought to you by Mosaic. Hey gang, one of the true enjoyments for a boat owner is being able to hook your boat up and get on the road for a fishing adventure. A couple things I want you to do before you take off down the road. I want you to make sure that your trailer is securely hitched to the ball of your truck. Even get a lock for it. Make sure that's locked down and safe. Really, really important. Also, make sure your lights are connected. Want to make sure your lights are working. Always go to the back of the boat, do a light check, turn signals, brakes, all that important stuff. Also, make sure your chains are attached to your boat and make sure they're crisscrossed. That's the law. They need to be crisscrossed. Really, really important. Something else I want you to do, I want you to make sure that your strap is secure. I want to make sure that your emergency chain is connected as well, and make sure that your spare tire is properly inflated and in good shape. You never know when you're going to get a flat on the road. It's a terrible thing to go through. You want to make sure you have a jack, things in your truck, and a good spare to get through that event. It's also really, really important that you check the air pressure in your tires. Make sure your tires are in good shape. Make sure there's nothing wrong with them. Make sure your hubs are properly lubed and taken care of. If you get a chance before the fishing season gets started, take it by one of your local trailer places. Let them go through your whole trailer. Make sure your brakes and everything are working properly. It's going to save you a lot of trouble down the road. Like I said, part of the joy of owning a boat is being able to get off on these great fishing adventures. Do yourself a favor, make sure your tow package and your trailer package is in great shape before you leave the house. It'll be a much better trip. You and your family will enjoy it twice as much. That's your tip of the week. Real Animals Tip of the Week, brought to you by Mosaic. We just traveled just a short ways. Didn't seem like we were getting a lot of love fishing real shallow this morning. So Jim ran us over to a deeper area. Here we're fishing in about 3, 4, 5 feet of water. This type of fishery this time of year, a little bit deeper water can be advantageous. A lot of times the fish will move off the shallow water into this deeper water, get into a little cooler area. So we'll just see what the morning brings. We're just kind of working our way around. We've got a front coming in. The wind has picked up a little bit. So ahead of this front, the bite should get good in here sometime this morning. We're just waiting to see exactly where all these fish are staged up at, and we'll just keep whacking away at it and see what happens. Dude, the very second it hit the water. Seriously.
It was game on, huh?
The very second it hit the water. It's unbelievable. Took us a little while to find the honey spot, but boy, once we got in them, we got in them.
Now, are you using an 1/8 or are you using a 1/4 ounce?
It's a 1/4 ounce. I almost always throw a 1/4 unless we're, you know, the scenario we were in this morning, fishing the reds really shallow.
Right.
Then I'll switch up and go to the 1/8 ounce or a 1/16. But my ADD kicks in. I got to have that 1/4 ounce. That strike zone for most of the fish in 4 to 5 feet of water is going to be that first 8 to 10 inches just above the grass. I got to have that extra weight of a 1/4 ounce jig to keep my bait down there, because a lot of times I get working it faster than what I should. If you're using an 1/8 ounce or a 1/16 ounce, it won't get down there to them, you know?
Whenever somebody gets hooked up, if another person can cast in behind them, a lot of times there'll be a trout following that first trout. So I'll drop in like that, like he just shook. I'll drop in there and look at that. See the second fish under him? Look at that. Ladyfish was with him. See that?
That's still pretty cool though.
I'll drop back in again. Yeah, they're looking for that first fish to spit out whatever he's got. Oh, there he is again. He came back and hit it. Oh yeah, oh, come on. The ladyfish are pecking at the tail because they can see that high chartreuse going. But you'll get those, see him there?
Sure is.
But you'll get those fish following that first hooked fish. And so it's always a good idea to have that second guy casting in there.
You know, that really holds true for redfish too. Did you get another one?
There. Look at that.
Another trout?
Right there.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Let's see if we can get another one to come up. Sometimes you can get them to come up and they'll be right under the first fish.
Be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You know, I changed color a little bit and instantly started getting a response.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Well, color, I think in the plastic world, color is everything. It just really is. You got to get that color right. It's got to match the hatch. It's something that they're eating on a regular basis if you want, you know, successful hookups. You may catch 1 or 2 on a bad color, but you're not going to get a pile of bite.
Look at that.
Did you get another one right here?
I got another one right there. There's another one right under him. When they're schooling like this, they get pretty active.
There you go.
We can just get our old cane poles out and just sit here and catch them on cane poles.